here in the garden, and we're going to plant some garlic. So I got to turn this bed around. I'm going to clean it out. I'm going to add some compost. This is the garlic that I harvested this year. So you pick some of the healthy bulbs, and we're going to do some perpetual gardening and using last year's crop to plant next year's crop. So now that I have the bed ready, I'm going to make rows. They should be planted about a foot, 9 inches to a foot apart, and a few inches deep. So now I'm going to separate my cloves. So each one of these heads grew from one clove. I'm going to leave the skin on, but any extra stuff, and you're going to remove it from the root. This is a soft neck variety, which will grow in my zone. I'd like to get some hard neck to plant as well. The soft neck, they said, would store for longer, so I think that's why I chose that variety. But the hard neck gets these scapes that people get earlier in the season, so I'd like to try those. So it looks like I have 34 cloves to plant. We'll divide that by 3 rows. It's about 11 per row. We'll see if we can make that fit. So I'm putting it in the ground with the pointy side up. Next, I'm just going to top them with a little rainwater. We don't want them to grow. We just want them to settle into the dirt, maybe begin to make some roots. You want to make sure to do this about 3 weeks before your first frost, but not if it's still really warm out, because you don't want them to start growing and then have the little shoots damaged by the cold. We're just helping them to get established. They say garlic takes about 9 months, which means by planting now, we're going to harvest in July, which is about the same timetable I did last year. Now that we're watered, we're just going to add a layer of mulch to protect it from the ice and snow. One thing I want to mention, use organic, non-GMO, heirloom if possible, garlic that you know will be able to reproduce another crop in subsequent years. The GMO varieties will probably not reproduce, so not what you buy at the grocery store. You might find organic at a market. The best is to buy from a qualified grower, so you know what you're getting. So that's what I have here. So I'll be on my second season with this garlic that I bought last year. And that's it. I planted my garlic. I don't have to do anything to this until spring. When the sun starts warming things up, you're going to water a little bit to make sure it doesn't completely dry out. And then you'll take the mulch off later in the spring when the green shoots start growing. And we'll talk more about when to harvest when the time comes. Happy planting!